Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is actually showing how you can combine two different unique capabilities of the ImageWorks panoramic and cone beam system, the autofocus capability and the FMX clipping capability. We're going to capture the 4 bite wing intraoral images from one focal trough of the panoramic, and then we're going to capture a different set of intraorals, mainly the PAs, from a different focal plane. So here's how you do it. So in your generic 2D imaging software, you want to acquire as you would normally. And as with any panoramic, you can go in and adjust the focal plane if you'd like to optimize for certain parts of the anatomy. So in this case, we're just going to adjust the position and we're going to click to preview, and that's actually going to move to the different focal plane in that pano. Now we're going to initiate the dental clipping mode, just like normal. Line up the template, click to select. Now, instead of selecting all 18 images, we're actually going to deselect and then just select the bite wing intraorals and select to clip. With doing that, what's going to happen is the 4 bite wing images only are going to be sent into the imaging software. So in this case, just in this imaging software, which is with EvaSoft, we're going to chart them on an FMX template, and we're going to chart them in the bite wing positions. Now we want to go in and acquire again. However, we're not going to scan the patient. We're going to go back to our original panoramic scan. And in this case, we're actually going to click append instead of the new study. By clicking append, the next set of images that we capture are actually going to go directly into the same study as we just put the bite wings. So now when we acquire, it goes back to the same panoramic scan that we just took. We can go in and adjust the focal plane to optimize for the anteriors. We then will go in, do the dental clipping process as normal. And then this time when the dental clipping process, or the intraorals show up, we will only select the mandibular and maxillary anteriors. And then those are the ones we will send to the software. I'm also going to make a quick adjustment to the brightness contrast of the mandibular anteriors in this interface. I'm also going to show you how you can do the same to the maxillary anteriors in the 2D software, basically showing you can do it in either location. When I click clip, these new images will go into the same study that I just placed the bite wing images. And now I just go through and I will chart those anterior and anterior PAs into the correct location on the FMX chart. Now, as I showed you, I made an adjustment to the brightness contrast of the mandibular anteriors. I'm going to do the same thing in the imaging software, which in this case is just a different tool, and I'm going to do that to the maxillary anteriors, and basically again just showing that you can do it in either software. So there's plenty of different tools to adjust the brightness contrast based on your preferences. And that's it. So you have the 10 intraoral images. You've gotten them all from a single scan, and you have dosed the patient quite a bit less than you would had you capture these intraorals in a traditional fashion. A traditional pano is going to be about 10 to 15 microsieverts. Had these been captured the traditional way, the patient would have received on the order of about 80 microsieverts. So a lot less dose and a lot less scanning time for the patient.